Hi everyone, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. I am so glad you took the time and wanted to quilt with me today. I have something fun prepared for you. Did you ever try using templates to cut your beautiful shapes to make a beautiful quilting block? If not, this is the class for you. Today I'm going to show you how I use templates when cutting my pieces and how to adjust the size if you want your blocks to be a little bit smaller and maybe making it your own. So let's do it. One of my favorite designs is a Pinehurst. It's this beautiful, beautiful tree block. We have this block published in 2015 with our beautiful table runner and also was published in our most popular book, Patches of Blue. And this quilt right here, Pinehurst, I published a few years ago and I just love it. And I can't wait to make another one this holidays. I just love those blue and white trees and reusing all different scraps. I use templates, paper templates to cut it. And you can watch our video how I did that. But today I want us to focus on our acrylic templates that we have for this beautiful design. So there are 3 pieces to this acrylic templates. I'm going to put them right on my table and we're going to use them. We're going to be using Orifil thread 2312 for piecing. I have a beautiful Macrotex needle that we're going to use it in our sewing machine. And what I recommend, why not grabbing one of our newest fabric, Perfect Union, Fat eighths or fat quarters. Oh, they would give you so many beautiful, beautiful trees. Those are the fabrics that I have on my table that I'm going to show you my block with it. Perfect Union is wonderful to make this quilt. So what I like to do is I prepare my fabric, and you need your fabric, press it with the best press. So you need your fabric to be nice and flat, no wrinkles in it. I'm going to start by cutting my background piece. I'm going to go ahead and put my fabric wrong sides together. Then I'm going to go ahead and place my template right on it. My fabric was already trimmed to the size of my template. So this is 10.5 inches. I trimmed my fabric to 10.5 inches. I place my template right on it, grab my rotary. I keep my hands away from the edge. I like to be at least 1 inch away. So I keep my hand to this side and I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Oh, let me see. Yep, almost. I need to make one more cut. Yep, beautiful. Now I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this because I need to go ahead and trim this side, and we don't want to cross our hands. We're gonna go ahead and just rotate, and now cut it again. Wonderful. Yes, I just finished cutting, and now I'm gonna have a right and a left side of the background for my tree. And you can keep going like this, placing your ruler, cut it again, flip your ruler, go ahead, cut it, and keep flipping. There will not be any waste. You just finished cutting this part of the background. Now the next piece that I needed is my blue. From my blue, I'm gonna cut my tree shape. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, place it right over, just like this. And again, I did pre-cut my blue to 10.5 inches because I want my template to fit perfectly. And notice I pre-cut to 10.5 because I want this to be just that full size. Now go ahead and cut it. Beautiful. Oh, this feels really nice. I didn't finish cutting on the top. Perfect. Now I have my tree cut. My templates I'm not only using for cutting, but I also use for marking my sewing points. Did you notice those little circles? So I'm just gonna place this right on it, take my pencil, and I go ahead and with my pencil I can mark those beautiful points. Mark it right there, and I can see it blue on blue, but I could see it. It's gonna be perfect. And I'm gonna do the same thing with my background. Let's go ahead and mark it. Put my template right there, mark, mark, and mark. This is just wonderful. And oh, you're gonna say, why didn't you mark the other side? Look, flip it right here, mark, 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 and you're ready, set, go. I left the paper on my template not only because I want to show you later something really fun and exciting, but I also left the paper because for video, if I take that paper off, the template is clear and you cannot see it. So I kept it so that way you can see it. And speaking of the ones that you didn't see it, we didn't cut our tree trunk. So right now we just mark our pieces right there. We just need a tree trunk. So from the light fabric, 1.5 inch strip, I'm gonna put my little template and I'm gonna make a nice quick cut. Cut, beautiful, perfect. So I now have a left and a right side of my tree. And now from my blue beautiful fabric, I'm gonna go ahead and cut a 1 inch square. It's right here, super. I'm going to go ahead, cut it, and place it right there. And I have now all the pieces that I need to make this beautiful tree. All right, so let me clean up some of the stuff on my table, because guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna make a beautiful tree. We have all the pieces in front of us. We're gonna start by placing the background right sides together with our beautiful tree. And you could see where the blue matches the other blue dot. We're gonna put a pin, and we're gonna sew it straight down. We're gonna open it up, and I already have that prepared for you. So let me show you. I just finished sewing this side right there. Finish sewing, flip it over, and press it. I'm pressing towards the light because I don't want too much bulk here on the top. So in this case, I decide I'm gonna press it towards the light. If you wanna, you can press it towards the dark. It's your quilt. But I thought I'm gonna press it towards the light. Now this side, again, match, put a pin in it, sew it. As soon as you finish sewing, look at this. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. I'm just gonna go ahead, flip it open, beautifully press it, and I have the top of my tree done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take those two rectangles and sew it with my little square in the center. Push my seam allowance towards the dark right there. See what I did? And now I'm just placing it right sides together, those two units. Sew it, flip it open, push it towards the tree. Yes, push it towards the tree, or push that seam open, and it is going to look wonderful. Look at this. What a wonderful tree. So now you're so excited because you can make a wonderful Pinehurst for this beautiful blue and white quilt. Sew them into rows, sew rows together, and you have a delightful quilt. But I promise you a little surprise, because I know that sometimes you buy your templates and you wanted to use them more than just once for a design. What happened if instead of our strip, remember we cut our strip at 10.5, what about we cut our strip at 5.5? 5.5. I want my trees to be a little bit smaller. I'm gonna go ahead, measure from here to here, and draw a line that tells me 5.5. Now I'm gonna go ahead, take my template, or if you wanted to, you can glue a little tape and then butt the tape into the edge of your fabric, just like this, and you can go ahead now, grab your rotary and cut it. Ooh, let's see what happened when I cut it. I have a left and a right side for a smaller tree. Oh, this is getting to be super cute and beautiful. What else do I need? I need the tree. So now I'm going to do the same thing with this template. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line 5.5 inches, because that's the height I want my background to be and my trees to be. And I go ahead and I position right there. Of course, I already cut few, so my edge is trimmed down. All that I have to do is cut right here, and as soon as I finish cutting, guess what I'm going to have? I'm going to have a cute little tree. Super. We need the bottom part of our tree. So how do you figure this out? First, I recommend you always piece your tree, then you measure. So if this area is now 3 inches, you need a 3 inches strip right there. After sewing, you're gonna need a 3 inches strip. So let's leave this for a little bit. Let's focus on this, and then I'm gonna show you how I figured it out, the base of my new tree trunk. I'm going to place this right sides together, just like this, and you're gonna say, where are my sewing points? Yes, you can again use your ruler right there, match the points. So take this, place it right here and mark it right there. This did not change. This is your 1/4 inch seam allowance, so you can mark it. So that way you can perfectly match, sew it, flip it open. Next side, let me show you. So I sewed this side. Look at this. Zoom, 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 flip it open. Now I needed this side, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Position beautifully, sew it, flip it open, and as soon as I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and now measure right here. And remember, I told you I measure and it came up to be 3 inches. So I cut a 3-inch strip, 3-inch strip. Then I went ahead, fold that strip in half. 3 inch in half is 1.5. I cut it. I just went ahead and cut it like this, okay? And you know, when you cut something, you can go ahead and cut a 1-inch width strip, sew it on this side, sew it on this side, and it ends up to be exact the same measurements again. So even that I cut it, sewed something in it, it ended up to be still 3 inches, just what I needed to make a cute, beautiful tree. And I tell you what, when I made one, I could not stop. I had to make another one and another one, and it was just wonderful. And you're gonna ask me, what about 6.5? Go for it. I cannot wait. Have your trees all different sizes. Remember, measure, cut it in half to add a little tree trunk, but this little template, you can mark whatever you want on it and cut it. Just this and where's our other template? Right here. Both templates, the mark line, if I choose 5.5 and 5.5, it has to be the same on both. That way your pieces are going to match perfectly. I cannot wait to see the most wonderful things you're going to do. And look at this. If you would like to, now just imagine this could be a beautiful point to a new star. All these amazing things that you can do with your new templates. It does not just have to be trees. Think out of the box, look at your template and see what else you can design. And once you have your templates, you can do strips here, you can do squares, you can choose a wonderful big print with beautiful flowers, so you could make your trees just amazing. I hope you enjoy this wonderful, wonderful spotlight on our new templates, Pinehurst. I also would love to remind you, we do have a brand new kit in our studio called Alaska Rainbow. This kit is unbelievable, guys. You have to see it inside. I'm gonna take a minute. First of all, the box is just beautiful, but notice that inside we have the most wonderful blocks packed. Each block is packed separately, so when you open, you just make one block at a time. It is just wonderful. Your binding, your background, your everything is all included. Lace pre-cut for you. Please visit our website at Laundry Basket Quilts. We have few of those kits available. I cannot wait to see the beautiful rainbow Alaska you're going to make. It is going to match perfectly with your Pinehurst trees. Or you maybe use some of the rainbow colors to make a beautiful forest. What a wonderful ideas. I cannot wait to see your beautiful project. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website at laundrybasketquilts.com. I am so thankful that you took the time and wanted to quilt with me. I hope you enjoy a little bit of Pinehurst template and looking out of the box. So happy quilting, and I hope to see you again.